Today I'm taking you to the flagship restaurant of the most Michelin-starred chef in all of Italy. He holds a total of 12 Michelin stars. The restaurant we are visiting is located right here in Milan. And this is the only 3 Michelin-starred restaurant in the city. Enrico Bartolini al Mudec. We are here at the Alessandro complex, a former industrial park. Built in the early 1900s, it was home to the metalworking industry. But by the 70s, the site was mostly abandoned. The city eventually stepped in, reclaimed it and transformed it. On the outside, it's still a monster of functionality. Step inside and look. Art and beauty take over. The biggest part of the complex is Mudec, which is a contemporary cultural and art museum. We enter and take the elevator to the top floor.
How was your morning?
Warm welcomes all around, and because we are a bit early for lunch, we wait in the lounge. At every turn they remind you that you are inside the museum. While we are waiting, we check out some books and get some solid life advice. Someday I will make the onions cry. Hard work, revenge and humor. I love it. A moment later we are shown to the table. Everything is top quality, especially the linens. I wish you could feel this napkin. Gorgeous. I've been to this restaurant twice before, but it's been a while, which makes it a great excuse to come back and show it to you. While the chef prepares our welcome appetizers, we have some Cusco pepper breadsticks as a little snack. And from the champagne trolley, the choice is clear. It's gotta be the Cru Grand Cuvée. As a classical guitar version of Can You Feel the Love Tonight plays softly in the background, our welcome appetizers are served. We have roasted eggplant marinated with red shiso and langoustine, and on the top caviar, with a sauce of lightly smoked grapefruit juice. On the column is a snail playing hide and seek inside a crust of fried chickpeas with mushroom, herbs on top. Then a salad made with cucamelon and green tomato with raw shrimp. Onion chips with cherry and Santalina emulsion. I have to say that despite the quote, they didn't manage to make this onion cry. And finally, a taco stuffed with king crab and horseradish mayo with seasonal herbs. So much goodness in one place. All of them were beautiful, but my favorite was the salad. Here we meet Elia Gallo, the 23-year-old chef de rang. He's the team leader for the younger members of the staff.
And for that reason I really want to be a teacher. To change the world in my little life.
Nice.
Despite their fresh faces, the team is very precise, humble, and of course, professional.
One more gift from the kitchen.
Is the reconstruction of an Italian classic. But instead of chocolate, inside is raw Piedmont beef with foie gras covered in edible leaf made from gold and hazelnut.
Super interesting because your brain connects your memories of the Ferrero Rocher, and then you have this really amazing bite, but it's completely different texture, completely different flavors. I love it.
I felt a bit like Harry Potter on his first trip on the Hogwarts Express when he tried Bertie Bott's every flavor beans for the first time.
Gentlemen, you were looking to do a wine pairing?
Yes.
Sommelier Eduardo Jobet presents the wine list and the pairings. Judging by the size of the list, the wine cellar must be huge. The style of this book is young and fresh and follows the art theme. Everything is hand-drawn, it's a nice touch. For pairings, they have 2 choices. I go for the unforgettables for 850 euros. Presenting the menu is Edgardo Guarino. If we are pressed for time, we can do a la carte or business lunch menu. Otherwise, the best experience is the tasting menu called Experience Mudec. It's 10 courses for 375 euros. I love Italian fine dining, so this is the experience I'm looking forward to.
Time for the bread, gentlemen.
Bread is next, made with spelt and white flour. And the purple color is achieved with beetroot. Listen to the sound of it. With the bread, we have French butter infused with tangerine peels. Really nice.
We start with Villa Bucci.
Our first in the unforgettable wine pairing is a vintage selection by legendary Italian producers, the Bucci family. The first taste of the Mudec experience is called the King of Tomato. It starts with Cora di Bue tomato marinated in licorice. Then it's topped with tomato tartar, roasted almond, savory tonka bean ice cream. On top is a Cusco pepper. On the side, two things: a fried bun and a broth smoked with a basil infusion.
Super nice.
This dish was delicious, but also fun. It felt like a treasure hunt with the crunchy almonds. Some bites, I got one. Other bites, I didn't.
Somehow it's just not something that you can expect for every bite. Sometimes it just happens to you. It's a little bit like life. Sometimes it's just good, it's just nice, but there are some moments where it's just really there. Love it.
In terms of flavors, this was excellent, especially with the smoky broth. Love it. Arriving next is a course called Mineral Sphere. It's a tribute to the rainy seasons of the year, spring and summer. Inside the crispy char shell is pink oyster in a green bean foam with two kinds of sauce. One umami sauce made with seaweed and one with wild herbs. No instructions here, just break it open and go to town. The chef masterfully combines the elements of nature in one dish. I'm ready for my next unforgettable wine.
The famous Domaine Coche-Dury, located in Meursault, but here we have is only wine from Puligny-Montrachet. It's Les Enseigneurs.
You can feel the power the moment you catch that aroma. Coche-Dury never disappoints. Our next course is dedicated to the traditional Italian food made especially for the hottest days of the year. I'm talking about cold pasta. The spaghetti is made with semolina flour and parsley to give it the green color. On top is a wild garlic pesto, mustard seeds for crunch, a green sauce with caviar, herbs from the farm, and topped with more caviar. What a work of art! And it comes with a request.
Considering the beautiful job made earlier, I would ask you to destroy it.
Young professionals bring energy, humility, and bold passion to gastronomy here.
He had that dream to become a chef, and that's why we are trying to, so for him that he can express, he can finally express himself.
So fresh, balancing, because the pasta is cold, it's kind of lack of energy, and the taste just brings it to the next level. It just gives it a beautiful elevation. It's just have this kick. Love it.
Sliding up to the table next is a part of Italian cuisine that might surprise you. Eel. In the north, it's a cultural icon, especially in places like Comacchio, where they have an eel festival every October. And in the south, particularly in Naples, eel is so special, it's part of the traditional Christmas Eve dinner. Here, the chef's preparation is typical of Piedmont, using white wine and white vinegar, laid on a bed of millet, with some sweetness thanks to the red onion and dried figs. Lovely presentation with a nice kick of acidity. It's not my favorite of the day, but still, I love it.
So now we move on to red wines. We stay in Burgundy, we just go a little bit north from Puligny-Montrachet. And here we have a premier cru named Les Souchons.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is a great wine, super fresh, super elegant.
And in terms of natural wine, this is the problem with the natural wine, because now every bad winemaker creates something that's natural wine.
Yes.
But this is it.
Yes.
We have one more fish course coming up, it's turbot. It's cooked with a bit of fennel, finished on the top with a seaweed crust to replicate the skin of the fish. On the left is a tartlet, stuffed with a typical mayonnaise from Portugal and fermented beetroot.
I'm going to finish with a garusoli and a raspberry vinegar sauce. Garusoli is a typical Mediterranean seasoning.
The fish came out flawlessly cooked and the sides complemented it beautifully. This course shows impressive attention to detail.
A little piece with so much work, how they cover it, you see?
Now let's meet the chef behind the menu. It's none other than Enrico Bartolini. Before becoming the most Michelin-starred chef in Italy, Enrico made his mark abroad, starting in Paris, then London, before circling back to his home country. Then in 2016, Chef Enrico went into beast mode, opening 3 restaurants, this one in Mudec, one in Bergamo, and a third in Castiglione della Pescaia. The following year, he got 2 stars for Mudec and 1 for each of the others. In 2020, Mudec got the 3rd, bringing Enrico 12 stars in total, the most in the country. And he's also the only chef in Milan with 3 stars.
We continue with the most awesome dish of our chef, our bottone.
Pasta raviolo stuffed with an olive oil and lime emulsion, topped with roasted octopus. Around it is caciucco sauce from a fish stew typical in Tuscany. It's tomato-based, and here it's made with 15 different kinds of fish.
Excellent. Super rich.
Next in the pairing, a mystery wine served in their famous black glass. I really love this idea, and I'm happy to try this game.
I think this wine really speaks a lot of this.
On the nose, on the first, really first, it's Bordeaux. And it's an aged one, smoked paprika. But tannin-wise, the tannin are not that high and the acidity is missing completely.
The sommelier gives me a bit more time and we'll be back to reveal the mystery. Now we are coming into the home stretch on the Mudec Experience menu. This is beetroot risotto.
The most iconic plate from our chef Enrico Bartolini. Most iconic because it's been on our menu for 19 years today.
Italian gastronomy creates dishes that honor the traditions of peasant cuisine, turning simplicity into art. Every dish carries the weight of childhood memories and personal stories, so they hit it with something special, an edible essence.
What we call our channel number 5, because we always focus on the importance of the palate, but sometimes we forget how important is the nose. The nose wants to eat as well as the palate.
I've actually had this dish just 2 days before this visit, at a Michelin-starred studded Krug event, where 10 chefs with 3 Michelin stars joined forces, including Enrico Bartolini. One of the dishes served was this risotto. It was really good there, but even better here.
And now I have this dish, which is just way better than the one I had in the Krug dinner, which was a nice one. So I really enjoyed it, special evening, but to understand how difficult it's just to recreate a dish, even with the most perfect recipes, even with the best technologies, even with nice people.
So far here, there is no AI threat, because even people struggle to master something that can only be learned through experience. Now that I have had some time with the mystery wine, I'm ready to take a guess.
I would say it's Italy, Piedmont, and it's like more than 15 years to have it.
The mystery wine is a 2004 Barolo Riserva from producer Bruno Giacosa. What can I say? Practice makes the master. To make the experience even more interesting, Eduardo served the next wine in the pairing so I can compare them. It's another Barolo, this one is a 2017 Roagna. Different crew, different vintage and a different style. Both are made with Nebbiolo grapes, but that's where the similarities end. These couldn't be more different. Let's take a short break and talk about something important. Important not just for me, but for you too. I get dozens of messages to check this or that restaurant. Well, this is the time when I'm gonna not do that. That's why we created the attention game. If you have a restaurant and want to show it to the world, this might be the best place to do that. All you have to do is go through a quick and easy registration. We will pick 10 restaurants that will get a shout out on our channel. Then you will vote for your favorite and we will visit and make a video about the top choice. To be honest, we are not looking for Michelin stars. We're searching for passion, creativity and a commitment to quality. If you have these, this is for you. This is your big chance to be seen. You can apply until the end of March. The clock is ticking. Don't miss out. All the details and the link are in the description. Our next to last savory course is Sweetbread. It's cooked on yakitori and caramelized with mastiha, a classic Greek spirit. On the bottom is a curry sauce with 2 types of carrot preparations. I am happy with this dish because sweetbread is my favorite ingredient and it did not disappoint. It's superb. Our main course has deep roots in the local cuisine. Lamb from Alta Langa, cooked with some hay butter and rosemary, with 3 types of zucchini, and it finished in aubergine sauce made with lamb stock, chives and black truffle. A perfectly prepared main course is right in front of me. Look at that piece of meat. Its quality is unquestionable. Savory courses are done, and now we are in for another surprise. A mystery pre-dessert. We have to break it open and guess the 3 ingredients. I'm guessing lentils and figs. The only thing I couldn't figure out was the charcoal covering it up.
Here we are.
Before the main dessert, a little splash of Chateau d'Yquem 1997. There are no fixed desserts on the menu, so we can choose from the a la carte selection. I love this concept. And here comes the first one. Popcorn made of corn meringue.
It's actually $10 each.
Nice. I don't have cash.
Don't worry.
Can you just add it to the bill?
Don't worry. You can pay with the card too.
Oh, nice.
Then a dessert inspired by millefeuille, made with crunchy banana and banana confit. And finally, a 70% dark chocolate souffle with salted peanut, rum pineapple, coconut vinegar and toasted sesame. Everything I love is here. A creative one, a sweet classic, and a beautiful dessert crafted with great effort.
We have only one suggestion. Don't surrender yet. We're not done yet.
And last but not least, here are the petit fours, presented in a creative and fun way. Our total for today is 1,800 euros for 2. Let me sum up my experience today. We see so many creations in the world that belong to engineers, perfectly functional but devoid of soul, and others that are purely artistic, beautiful but without structure. This restaurant is different. It's the love child of both worlds, where engineering precision and artistic brilliance come together seamlessly. The menu was fantastic and I absolutely enjoyed the wine pairing. And this young team is bold, fearless and incredibly precise. That was a fabulous afternoon. And that does it for this episode. Thank you for joining me. If you like this video, hit subscribe. See you next time.
You can call me stupid.